Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Emma's Lifestyle, or if you are new here, then a very big welcome and thank you for joining me. Today's video is going to be a chatty vlog, a catch up, let you know what I've been up to. So if that is something you would like to see, then grab your cuppas and get settled down and let's have a little chat. Right, so first things first, sorry it's a little bit bright in here. It's a beautiful day today, which I'm not complaining about, but I've pulled the blinds down, but the light is coming through the patio doors. So yeah, sorry about if the lighting isn't too great. I've tried to make it the best that I can. This is the mug I have got today. What does it say? Sassy, classy, and a little bit badassy. My sister bought me this. I love it's from the Card Factory. They've got loads of nice mugs in there. They come in gift boxes as well if it's for a present. And yeah, so that's the mug that I've got today. So I hope you've got your drinks and your snacks and you're settled down ready for a chat. So where do I start? Well, my mental health, let's start with that because that's a biggie. Not been great recently. I've got a few things going off, really busy with a few bits, and don't really want to go into too much detail at this stage. But yeah, we've had a bit of bad news in the family, so I don't really want to go into it. I might go into it in a future video, but it's not my story to tell really. But yeah, so I've been feeling really quite low, quite down. I'm trying to jolly myself along. I'm trying to keep busy, which I'm busy anyway. Got quite a few things happening with the kids and what have you. Not bad things with those, but yeah, just things that are keeping me busy. So that's a good thing. But yeah, it's not great, is it, when you're suffering with your mental health? I know some of you out there that watch me also suffer. And I'm not at all bothered about talking about it. You know, I'm quite open about it. I have done dedicated videos for anybody who's interested on mental health. If anybody's interested in watching those. I'm no expert by any means. I have suffered with my mental health for a long time. A lot of years. Stems back to, things that have happened in my life. If you wanted to know about it, I have, same as I say, I have filmed other videos regarding that. So yeah, not feeling great at the minute. So I'm trying to keep going, and I keep getting up and getting ready and getting on with life and doing all my jobs and looking after the kids and running the house, etc, etc. But I know a lot of you out there will understand. Please feel free to comment. Let me know how you're getting on. If you want a little chat, please ask me any questions. You know, same as I say, I'm always quite open and honest. I'm not at all bothered about talking about it. To me, mental health is just the same as physical health. If you've got something physically wrong with you, you would talk about it. To me, mental health is the same. I know not everybody feels like that, but yeah, I do. I'm on antidepressants. I've been on them for years. I've been on and off them for years. I am now just permanently on them. I don't even try and come off them. My doctors even said, you know, I think you need to stay on them. They help me tremendously. I am so much better when I am on the medication. It is personal choice. You know, I speak to people who don't want them and they do other things that helps their mental health, exercise, things like that. But for me, that just isn't enough. My mental health is quite severe, so I actually do need the medication. But again, it's personal choice and it just depends what works for you. I have found medication that suits me, that keeps me pretty much on a level. Obviously, if I've had any bad news or anything, obviously, you know, it's not going to make you just not be bothered about anything, but it makes me be able to cope with life in general. So yeah, I'm not great, but don't really want to go into too much detail at this stage. Same as I say, it's an ongoing thing anyway. I've had it for years and years, but if talking about it helps anybody, then that is absolutely fantastic. If me talking about it opens up other people to talk about it, even if you can't talk, you know, you don't have to talk about it on YouTube, you know, but if you can talk about it to friends or family or your GP, I think as a rule they do tend to, you know, be quite good about it now. It's so much now out in the open, a lot more than what it was years ago. And if you haven't got a GP that's understanding, then go and see a different one. Because, I mean, in this day and age, I just think that mental health, especially with COVID and the restrictions and lockdowns, I think it has affected so many more people that probably was managing to cope before. But, you know, I think there's just so much gone off and going off in the world that, yeah, a lot of people out there are suffering. So please feel free. You can private message me, you can email me if you don't want your comment to be, you know, where everybody can read it. Same as I say, I'm by no means an expert, but I know what I have to do to help me, and if I can share any tips with you, then I'm quite willing to do so. My main thing really is just to keep going, keep forcing yourself as much as possible. When you are in the depths of depression, that is extremely, extremely difficult. That's why I need the medication. But if you can, which, yeah, it's not easy, then, yeah, just try and keep forcing yourself to get up and get ready and get on with life and keep busy. I read all my gratitude journals. I do... mindfulness. Honestly, what's it, brain again? Menopausal brain. Yeah, brain fog. Oh, that's a different story. Again, if you're interested in the menopause, I've done a video on that as well, because I'm going through that as well. And my brain fog is, yeah, sometimes off the scale. I can't remember words for things. I'm like, thingy, that thing that you do that with. And my husband's like, I ain't got a clue what you're talking about. But anyway, so let me have a sip of my coffee because it'll be going cold. Got Tassimo Costa Americano this morning, so need that in the morning. So you might notice I've got a little bit of slap on. You may not have noticed, but you might have thought I'm not looking quite as rough as I normally do. I don't wear a lot of makeup, as if you watch my videos you will see 90% of the time I have no makeup on in my videos, which probably isn't a good thing, but you know, I just think, you know, you take me as you find me. But I have got a little bit on today, just a little bit of foundation and blusher, because we are actually going out for lunch later. It is my stepdad's 80th birthday, so a few family members are going out for a little bit of lunch. So yeah, I'm not going in this, by the way. These are my comfies. I've got my joggers on. I will get changed. Not that we're going anywhere really posh or anything. We are going to a nice little local cafe. It is lovely. But yeah, so we're doing that later. So that'll be nice. I'm really looking forward to that because there's a few of the family getting together. So we can have a nice chat and a nice catch up. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. So I think that is something as well, that if you can, make little things to look forward to. If you are feeling down or depressed, or just a little bit, can't be bothered, whatever. I think if you've just got little bits of things to look forward to, doesn't have to be massive things. If it's a holiday or something, great. But even if it's just meeting up with friends or going for a walk or, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I always think that, you know, can just lighten the load a little bit. So that's what I am doing today, a little bit later on. Oh, what other news have I got to tell you? Let me think. So we have actually, this is a bit of good news and I'm really excited about this. I told you in a previous video that my son is 18 in February. His birthday, he was born on leap day. His birthday is actually February the 29th. There isn't one obviously this year. So when there isn't 29th, we celebrate it on the 1st of March. So I can't believe it. My eldest is 18. I mean, that's just frightening how time flies. It's just, Yeah, it doesn't seem 5 minutes since he was a little toddler, loving Bob the Builder. we always laugh because his favourite was Bob the Builder, but he couldn't say his L's and it was Bob the Builder. So it doesn't seem 5 minutes since we were taking him to Butlins, because Butlins had Bob the Builder. We always used to go to Butlins every year for, I don't know how long we went for, 5-6 years we went every year. They used to love it there, not been obviously for the past few years, but they used to love it. And yeah, it doesn't seem 5 minutes since those days, and is now about to turn 18. So anyway, yeah, so we've got a holiday booked. So I asked my son what he wanted to do for his 18th. He's always wanted to go to Paris. So me and Richard we actually went for our first wedding anniversary many moons ago, because it is actually our 21st wedding anniversary on Valentine's Day. We got married on February the 14th, so it'll be 21 years ago this Valentine's Day. So we went to Paris for our first wedding anniversary, but Harvey and my daughter both want to go, my son and my daughter both want to go. So, yeah, we are going there in February. We are going Monday to Friday. My son has sorted out an Airbnb, and never been with Airbnb. We're a bit of a package holiday family, do you know what I mean? We usually just book it through Virgin or TUI or whatever, and it's just like the whole deal sort of thing. But we've done it separately. We've got flights, and then we've booked this Airbnb. It looks lovely, actually, and really reasonably priced as well. We've got really good flights as well, cheap flights. So we're going Monday to Friday to Paris. We've booked, because I just think if you're going anywhere, I think if you can book things before you go, it takes the stress out of having to sort it out when you get there. And also you make sure that you can definitely get in these places, because obviously with COVID, there's tighter restrictions, we're probably not letting as many people in places, etc. So we've booked for the Eiffel Tower on the Tuesday. We've booked for Disneyland Paris on the Wednesday. We're just having one day at Disneyland Paris. We did take the kids to Disneyland Paris when they were younger. I think Kaya was probably maybe about 5 when we went, and Harvey would have been about 8. So we have been before. We actually had like a week there, or 5-6 days or something there. Obviously quite a few years ago. Both the kids love Disney, so we are just having one day there. And then we are also going to book, we haven't yet, but hopefully we'll be able to, we're going to book a river cruise down the River Seine. So yeah, I've got a few ideas booked, a few ideas that we want to do. My son has, mentioned a cafe, a really nice cafe, well, I think it's famous, I've not heard of it, but yeah, that he wanted to try and book, but whether we'll get a table or not, I don't know. I says, oh, don't book anywhere where we've got to be, dolled up and that, because we'll have his trainers on and his jeans, and, I said, don't book anywhere too posh that, we've got to like get dressed up for, because we won't be dressed up. So that is something that is keeping me going and has really cheered me up, taken my mind off things, gave me something, or gave all of us really something to look forward to book, to plan, etc. So yeah, really excited about that. Obviously France have just recently changed, haven't they, a couple of weeks ago to let us in, because he's mentioned Paris like a while ago. And it was on the cards. We were sort of thinking, we might do it for his 18th. But then obviously with COVID, there wasn't allowing visitors in, only for, I don't know, whatever, business or whatever, not for a holiday. But now they are again. We will have to do the lateral, the tests before we go and all that, and fill in the passenger locator forms and all that. But we're quite used to doing it now. Obviously it's different for whatever country you go to. So if you are planning on going away, you not only have to obviously look at what our country requires you to do, but what the country where you're going requires you to do. So all being well, fingers crossed, that is not going to get cancelled and that is all going to go ahead. So we're really looking forward to that. Yeah, I've been to Paris twice before, both donkeys years ago. So I can remember bits of it, but when it's so long ago, it's a little bit hazy. So it'll be lovely to go and spend it with the kids. And now they're older, my daughter's 14, Harvey's obviously nearly 18. They love anything like that now. We haven't got to go to the kiddie places, if you know what I mean. when they were little, we would always go to things like Butlins. We went there for quite a few years. Or we went on like if we was going abroad, we always went to the holiday villages or the splash world, you know, the ones with the kids clubs and discos and all that. Obviously now they're too old for all that, they don't want any of that. They do like sightseeing and all that kind of thing. In fact, a beach holiday really for them is actually quite boring, and they'll just have their heads in the iPads or phones or whatever, you know, around the pool. Though they both do like reading, they do both read, so that's always good. But yeah, beach holidays really, I suppose, are a bit boring, aren't they, for their age group? Well, I suppose it depends what your kids like, but yeah, so that's we're all looking forward to that. So yeah, that is really keeping me going. What else have I got to tell you? Oh, weight loss. Tried to cut down, and I've actually been really good for me. I've mentioned before on this channel that I did Slimming World years ago, lost about 1.5 stone, 1.75 stone, can't remember, something like that. Gradually I put it, not all back on, most of it back on, not quite as much as what I originally was, but the best part of it. So after New York and Christmas and the New Year, I thought, I'm not saying I'm dieting, because I just think sometimes that makes it worse if you put a label on it, but I just wanted to eat more healthily. So obviously, ideally, lose a bit of weight as well. I am a massive, and I mean massive, chocoholic. Like my husband, he's more savoury. He likes sausage rolls, crisps. I like that, but I can take or leave it, not bothered at all. It's chocolate in an evening after I've had my tea. Yeah, I can eat a big bar of chocolate. Yeah, don't feel sick. My husband will say, don't you feel sick eating all that? And actually, no, I don't. Obviously, I was a pig in a former life or whatever, I don't know. But I am a massive chocoholic. So that is what lets me down. So I can't believe I have kept it going since day after New Year's Day. I sort of thought, right, now I'm going to sort of try to cut down a bit. I'm not saying I haven't had any chocolate or any cake, because I have, but nowhere near as much. Like I would be having it every day, every night. I'd be having chocolate or cake, a slice of cake or something, biscuits or something. Now, I'm not so bothered about biscuits. Chocolate is my main thing. So anyway, I've lost 5 pounds since then. To say I haven't been doing it like massively, I'm chuffed to bits with that. My husband's lost 6 pounds. So yeah, every little bit, you know, I'm really satisfied with that. But sometimes what I tend to do is, oh, I've lost 5 pounds or whatever, I'll treat myself and I'll have a little goodie, you know, which obviously is ridiculous and defeats the whole point of it, I know. So I haven't done that this time, and I am trying to stick to it. I'd only really like to lose another 0.5 stone, really. You know, I don't want to lose a massive amount. And it's not just about losing weight, it's about the sugar that I was putting into my body was just, yeah, ridiculous, really. Mainly just in the chocolate. Same as I say, I can eat healthy all day. I tend to only really have 2 meals. I tend to have a brunch and then my evening meal. But yeah, it's in the evening, after my evening meal, that that's when I struggle. So I'm very proud of myself for that, and my husband as well, both doing quite well with that. So it's just depending on how long we can keep it going for. The exercise is going fairly well, not as well as I would have hoped. I said in my goals for 2022, one of them obviously was to eat more healthy, one was to exercise more. As most of you will know, we've got our dog Bentley. He's not in here actually, he's with me. I think he's with my son upstairs. We've got a dog, Bentley, our cockapoo. So I do have to go out because I have to take him walks. But my aim was to take him longer walks and just try and do a bit more exercise in the house, you know, whatever, just try and up it a bit. I have a little bit, but not really as much as what I would have liked. So I'm sort of, yeah, 50-50 on the exercise, sort of done it a bit, but probably not quite as much. But again, that's a bit like a, don't know what the word is, brain fog again, you see. You know, like it helps me when I go out and it makes me feel better when I get back to think, oh, Bentley's love that, or I've done, you know, some squats or whatever in the house. But it's just doing it, isn't it? It's just being in the mindset to physically do it. So yeah, it's difficult sometimes, isn't it? But you always do feel better when you've done it. So I really need to, get my bum into gear and up that a little bit more. But yeah, I'm pleased with the healthy eating. Exercise, so. Could try harder, would be on my school report, I think, as regards that. Could try harder. Talking of school reports, actually, wasn't going to talk about this, but had my daughter's parents' evening online. We couldn't go in because of COVID. You get 5 minutes. I don't know whether any of you out there with school children are the same. You get 5 minutes and with each teacher, and it's like the clock's ticking down. It's like 4 minutes 36, 4 minutes 35. Good thing. So it's counting down. And then when it got to about 10, 11, 12 seconds, it just cut off anyway. So I was like just trying to get my last bit in and it'd be like off. But anyway, I mean, I don't have any concerns, bless her. She's such a good girl. I'm not saying she doesn't give me a bit of jip. I mean, she's a 14-year-old girl, you know what I mean? So yeah, probably gives us a bit of jip at home, but at school, she's as good as gold. Exemplary, one teacher said. Exemplary, behaviour, conduct, something else, you forget, don't you, what they say, was exemplary. So I was chuffed to bits with that, really, really proud of her, really pleased with her. So I bought her a little bit of something. I actually got it and I was going to give it to her later on, but then I got it out and I gave it to her after she'd had a good parents' evening last night. She loves the group Arctic Monkeys. And I'd got a sign saying Mardy Bum, which is, I don't know whether any of you know, but it's one of their songs. Like a wooden little plaque and it says Mardy Bum on it. It's like on a little hanger. So I got it out last night. I said I was saving this, but you can have it now for your brilliant, I keep saying school report, parents' evening. For your brilliant parents' evening. So she was chuffed to bits with that. She hung it on the door. So yeah, so I was really pleased, bless her, with that. Chatty a bit in maths. She's not keen on maths, but it's important, isn't it, maths? And it's not her best subject. She's fine at it, but it's not her best, either how good she is at it or what she enjoys. I'm not a maths person as well. I was always more English, and she's the same. She likes English, but not so keen on the maths. So that was the only sort of downside, was she was a little bit chatty in maths, but nothing major. So anyway, I think I've probably waffled on again. If any of you are still with me, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I really don't know whether people like chatty vlogs or hearing about what I've got to say. Do you know what I mean? It always feels a bit like, I don't know, just like, is anybody really interested in what I've done or what I've got to say? So please comment below, without being too mean, whether this is something you enjoy, because I really don't know. I like chatty vlogs. I like listening to people chatting and just saying how their day was and things like that. But I can imagine it wouldn't be everybody's cup of tea. Obviously, I won't be doing this all the time. I just thought it made a change from the hauls and the come shop with me's. But please comment below. Let me know what you like to see, what you like to hear. You know, my channel is for you guys out there that watch it. And I don't want to be filming things that the majority of you aren't interested in, don't like. So please, any constructive comments are highly appreciated. Let me know what sort of videos you like, what you prefer. Do you prefer me doing one of these every now and again? Or would you prefer me to stick to the hauls? I mean, everybody will have different opinions, I suppose. But I can try and go with the majority, you know what I mean? So anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please click the like button. I know a lot of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed. I really hope you will subscribe, because it really does help me out on my channel. And I know the majority aren't subscribed because, you know, it tells you in your analytics or whatever it's called. So yeah, it's free of charge to subscribe. So, you know, if you can, I would be, you know, very thankful, but obviously it's up to you. So take care of yourselves. Please comment below. Let's have a little chat. Love to have a chat with you all as always. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.